This is Christian Banach, and I am here with Gino Palozzi. He is the Chief Marketing Officer at DailyPay, which is the leading tech platform in the on-demand pay industry. Prior to DailyPay, Gino served in marketing leadership roles at Dun & Bradstreet, G2O, Cisco, and IBM.
So I grew up in upstate New York, Rochester, New York. Son of a barber, right? My dad's been a barber for 64 years now and owned his own barbershop. So it kind of was a good kind of background for me to learn hard work, discipline, right? You can't really run a business for 50 years without watching somebody really put their heart into something. I moved on and I ended up spending my formative years in Boston in my 20s, where I went to grad school, got married. It was really met some great people, both personally and professionally. The last 20 years, I spent my time in Columbus, Ohio, with my wife and my 2 kids. It's been a great ride. I love the Midwest, but I still obviously go to New York a lot with DailyPay is, probably every other week. So I get a little bit of the East Coast flavor, but I get the Midwest weekends. B2B is becoming more like B2C. And what I mean by that is that, you don't sell to organizations, you don't sell to companies, you sell to people within those companies. I kind of like to refer to it as B2P, business to person, because you have that buying group of individuals, all with different needs that you need to be able to resonate with and engage with. The best way to understand what the needs and wants are is to talk to your customers, right? To do that in a way where you have different conduits into your customer base, because they're going to tell you, right, better than you can do any research, what is top of their mind, what is challenging, because if they're being challenged by it, other people have similar challenges. It's a combination of both qualitative and quantitative together that helps you really personalize. And obviously the tools are there. There's a lot of tools, more tools than people know what to do with, but you need to use that wisely. At the end of the day, it's really starting with the audience and their needs, right? The tools are just a mechanism to go reach them. When you're writing a cadence or when you're writing your outreach, do it as if you're writing it to an individual, like that you would actually write this, because yes, you can automate it, and yes, you can put some packaging around that to kind of tailor it for their company. There's a lot of tools that do that, but that's a little bit of what I call lip service. At the end of the day, be authentic in the things that you're building, even if you're doing them at scale. Because while we would like to think personalization is one-to-one, the reality is it's more typically one-to-few. So DailyPay, in essence, it's a financial wellness benefit, right? We offer it to employers so that they can provide the ability of their employees to access their pay as they earn it. The clients we work with have seen tremendous success in attracting the talent and keeping them longer. We have strength in a number of industries, and many of those have a propensity for kind of hourly wage workers. So you can imagine things like retail, healthcare, manufacturing, restaurants, groceries, and supermarkets. We're not limited to those, but we work with hundreds of the top employers in America. It doesn't cost them anything to offer this benefit to their people. And ultimately, it doesn't have to cost the people anything either, because there's different ways that we enable the access to their earned wages at no fee. So it's really a win-win. Our biggest competitor is really just traditional payday loans. It's not a loan, right? We are not advancing money to anybody. We are paying on your earned wages on behalf of your employer. And I think that education and how earned wage access works and how on-demand pay works, big challenge for us. And it's really a challenge in communicating that to the employees themselves and our ability to do that effectively.
What about any outside agency partners? Are you working with any? What capacity?
We, not surprisingly, had a number of agencies doing different things for us. And it was really important that we had a true agency of record to support the teams for the economies that provides, the familiarity and the agility it provides. We're excited, right? Because that opportunity now to look at the end-to-end journey from B2B to B2B to C is something that was a little bit lacking, and having one kind of caretaker partner with us on that is going to help us think a little bit broader than we had in our particular pockets. So that's an exciting opportunity. So yeah, we just brought them in, and they're going to help us a lot on the campaign, the digital front as well. Whether they're outside of the organization or not, we got to operate as one team. So a partner that comes in and takes the time to listen, that understands what our goals are, but also understands what our reality is, and can help us kind of over time move from point A to point B. And I think that's the biggest partnership that I expect, is dealing with reality, but also that sense of urgency and accountability. In this space in particular, it's like, where does earned wage access and on-demand pay play in terms of somebody's DE&I strategy, right? Because I think it's more than just a solution, it's more than just a benefit. It really can play into a cultural change and a kind of a bigger altruistic opportunity. One of the reasons I joined the company is beyond just the people, which is great. It's the opportunity to make change, right? Meaningful change for organizations and actually help people in these roles.